Good afternoon, welcome to Cooking with PRTC. I'm your host, Mark McRoy. Today we're going to have the ultimate summer meal. We're going to have hot dogs, coleslaw, and what else did I say we're going to do? Oh, pasta salad. We'll be right back. Get started. Thanks for joining us. Hey, we're going to get started with the chili. It's going to be very simple. All we're going to do is half of a white onion and half of a red onion and a pound of hamburger. We're going to use lean hamburger meat because the less fat we consume, the less fat we carry around in our stomachs. And it's better for your arteries. It makes Joe Flowers happy, which is what we're all here about. Okay. Okay. This is a very easy recipe for chili. One of the ladies here at the studio was just telling me a minute ago, you say that about everything, Mark. Well, I try and keep everything simple. For one thing, it's faster. And the other thing is it's easier to follow. Like I said, it's just hamburger, garlic, salt, onion, and that's it. Little chili pepper. If you like it a little bit more liquid, you can put in a can of tomatoes, diced tomatoes, not crushed. And the other thing is you can use, heck, well, that's a good onion there. Whoo! Can of Rotel tomatoes. The Rotel tomatoes make it a very good spicy bite to it. And when I'm cooking here, a lot of times I don't know who's going to do the sampling and I don't want to burn them up or scare them away from it. So I try and stay away from the spicy food. Just drop this hamburger in there, break it up a little bit, and we'll let that brown. And much as I hate to say it, that's our chili recipe. I have seen people put beer in there and some other things. I personally don't like cooking with beer because it just tastes like warm beer to me. And warm beer is not something I like. Cold beer, now that's the difference. Okay. A little crushed red pepper. Bring that up to heat. We're going to let that cook for us while we're doing the rest of the food. We'll be right back. We'll get started with our coleslaw and our pasta salad. Thanks for joining us. We've gotten our chili going and the hamburger's browning and the onions are nice and sauteed or wilting, so that's perfect. We are going to add just a touch of chili powder, maybe a tablespoonful. We're going to reduce it to low heat because it's done and we just want it to stay hot until we're ready to serve it. So we're going to put it back here on this back burner, put that on low, turn that off, and just let it sit there. Like I said, if you want to, or if you like a tomato base, you can add a can of Rotel tomatoes or just a can of crushed Hunt's or Campbell's, whatever you like. Our water's boiling for our noodles. Just a couple of simple ingredients. A little olive oil, 2 or 3 ounces, 2 good tablespoons of chicken bouillon, and a pound of tricolored noodles. If for whatever reason your grandmother always used the elbow noodles or you like the penne noodles or whatever, it's a noodle. It all tastes the same. Put that in there and let that boil. Think about pasta, rice. Rice you have to seal. Pasta, leave a little crack in it. If not, it'll boil over and make a mess. It's no fun to clean up. Like I said, leave it on about a half of medium heat. I know this is going to shock you. I love bacon. And since we've only used it in probably half the episodes we've filmed, I just didn't want to surprise you too much. What we're going to do is take your average, ordinary, kosher hot dog and just commit a Jewish sin, if you will. Actually, I don't know what the rules on that are. I know you can have a kosher hot dog. I don't know if you can have kosher bacon. But this is going to be really good. If there's anything in the world that can make a hot dog better, this is it. And if you like those brats and cheese or whatever, heck, do it with that. I just like the Nathan's. And they sponsor the All-American Hot Dog Eating Contest, which is always, I kind of find that disturbing. This bacon, I don't know if I just recently discovered it or what happened, but they've had applewood bacon. I love thick cut bacon because it has so much more flavor. It keeps its shape better. But the applewood bacon, I just never could see the big deal. This is cherry wood bacon, and it is just wonderful. The texture is even a little different when it finishes cooking up. I just can't get over it. I'll take this during the week, first of the week, and get my cookie sheet out, put a little parchment paper on there, and just lay out, 15, 20 pieces of bacon on it, and put it in the oven at 30 minutes at 350. You don't even have to turn it over. And then I've got bacon for my sandwiches all week. But the texture and everything else about these things is just wonderful. We come over here to our cast iron frying pan. Turn that on, good medium heat. I know what you're thinking. Mark, you're cooking bacon. It's my cast iron frying pan, and no matter what I cook in it, I always oil it. If not, it kind of crusts up. It does have all that wonderful flavor that you get with your regular frying pan, but do yourself a favor and put a little oil on it. You'll be happy later if you do that now. If for whatever reason they come unwrapped, you can put a toothpick in them. I was about to say that doesn't always happen, but if I do, then they're all going to come apart. So I'm not going to say anything until we're finished. Put that right here. Again, medium heat. We're going to come back, build our coleslaw, and hopefully the noodles will be done and we can make our pasta salad. Stick around. We'll be right. Hey, welcome back. We've got our pastas almost ready. We're going to let that finish cooking. We're going to put it in a bowl, let it drain and cool off a little bit. But right now we're going to do our coleslaw. Quarter of an onion. Nice sharp knife as always. If you like carrots or anything else in your coleslaw, feel free to put those in there. I just have never met a carrot that I liked, so I don't put them in anything. Just never do see any point in them. It's kind of like God's little joke about vegetables. He gets you to like them, and he still makes carrots and LeSueur peas just to make you mad. Okay. This is a strong onion. Woo-wee! It's one of those times you're going to be happy that they don't have the smell-o-vision on the PRTC cooking channel. That red onion is something else. You see, you never hear anybody talk about trouble cutting up carrots. These carrots have no personality. Okay. "20 ounces of shredded coleslaw. We have a processor just to save time, and plus it's real noisy. I went ahead and bought the pre-shaved angel hair cabbage coleslaw. Toss that with your onions. 2 good tablespoons of black pepper. A little bit of garlic salt. Man, those onions are killing me. It's going to make for some good quality television. About a half a cup of mayonnaise, and we're not eating outside. We don't have a picnic to go to or whatever, so we're using mayonnaise. This is a light mayonnaise. It has fewer calories, and it's made with olive oil. It's actually not bad. It's not, regular off the shelf good old American Duke's mayonnaise, but still, it's not bad. Like I said, 4 ounces is plenty. There's about 6 in that bowl before I started. And that's all there is to it. That's going to be our coleslaw. Okay. All right. We'll put this aside, drain our pasta, and come back and make our pasta salad. That stuff will knock your socks off. We'll be right back. Okay, the hot dogs are done. The whole house smells like hot dogs and bacon, and it is fantastic. The pasta's done. It wouldn't hurt to let it cool off a little more. We're going to go ahead and get started anyway. Our ingredients today for the pasta salad are green olives, ripe olives, a little artichoke heart, and some red bell peppers, roasted red peppers. These things are just fantastic. I try not to use that word too much, but if you're in the dead of winter, I'm talking January, and you want a good fried egg sandwich, and you want a tomato on it, and you know the tomatoes are going to be horrible because it's January, get you some of this. Put it on a paper towel and let them dry for a few seconds. I mean, just, towel them off. But it gives you the texture of the tomato, and the flavor is absolutely incredible. Egg salad sandwich, fried egg sandwich, whatever, a little bacon. But these things, I just can't get enough of them. I keep about 3 or 4 jars of them at the house. I can't remember the name of the Italian. There's one Italian company. They're in the pickle section over there by the olives and the pickled okra and some other stuff. There's 3 or 4 manufacturers of them. You can buy the cheap ones. There's absolutely no difference. And they all taste just absolutely great. I feel like a Democrat commentary guy on the radio trying to figure out how many times I can use the word gravitas. I'll stop saying absolutely. Okay. And I don't know how they do it or what they package it in. I don't think it's olive oil, but it sure does taste good. Hadn't tried it on Fruit Loops yet, but it seems to be good on everything else. Okay. I'll say about 4 ounces of that. Let's toss our salad in here. And we used a whole pound of pasta just to get started. Throw that in there. If you like red peppers, put some more in there, obviously. Probably 2 or 3 ounces of black olives. Come on, get in there. Okay. The artichoke hearts, just canned artichokes. Ooh, that was close. The other good thing about the red bell peppers is if you cut your finger, you can't see the blood. Okay. You can use a food processor to do this. You have to be really careful with that, otherwise you'll end up with a artichoke heart milkshake. So sometimes it's just easier to get you a good sharp knife and be careful and have at it. Helps you work on your knife skills. And there's no rush, so if you see those guys on TV, the professional ones, man, those guys are just, I don't see how they keep all their appendages. I've had some people, some of the nice ladies actually who like me at church, made several comments that I was cutting too close to my fingers. So sweet, they're concerned. Okay. And this is a 4-ounce jar of artichoke hearts. Man, these things are great. I have an Italian friend at Myrtle Beach named Ernesto Napolitani. He's from the old country. But he will make his, what do they call that? Anyway, it's cold cuts and antipasta. And he'll put all these on the side when he does his antipasta. That stuff is delicious. Green olives, same thing. They're already pre-cut. Just trying to spread the love out a little bit, slice them up a little bit more. And you got a good knife, you can do this. If not, it just squishes them flat. So that's why we always try and have a good knife. Okay. Okay, we've got everything we need. Now we're going to have some fun with our handy dandy cheese grater. This is real Parmesan. It's not the kind that you get with that your grandmother used to have. It's about a 4-ounce wedge. And this stuff, compared to the one that comes in a little green bottle that you can shake and has the consistency of sand, this stuff is absolutely incredible. If you like, you can take this when you're baking at home and take off a good piece of it, put it in the roof of your mouth and chase it with a little red wine. It just brings out all kinds of flavors. It is wonderful. Okay, now this is where our antipasta flavor comes in. I've never tried this before, grating up Gino salami. I figured it'd be faster than trying to chop it and dice it. It's working pretty good. We'll give that a try. This is a 1/2 pound wedge of salami. Try it this way. Put a little bit more pressure on it. That's pretty neat. That ought to spread out there pretty good. And yes, you have to take the skin off before you get started. Otherwise, it'll have that red thing in it. Okay. We've covered this before, but you're using a brand new cheese grater or a brand new grater, really be careful with your fingers. You don't think about it, these things are sharp. Okay. Okay. That's going to be for Mark to eat when we get off the camera. All right. Got all that together. A couple ounces of olive oil. And that is extra virgin olive oil, because this is going in a salad and it has more delicate flavor. Man. This might be why I weigh 200 pounds plus. I just love everything I cook. All right, folks, we got that done. We've got our coleslaw done. Our hot dogs are finished. We're going to prepare the buns. Then we'll come back, plate it up, and see if we can find a couple of victims. Just let you know how this stuff tastes. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're going to do the hot dog buns now. And when you say, gee, Mark, what do you do to a hot dog bun? I'm going to show you. And my older brother, Barry, who again is older and wiser, he said this is the best part of my hot dogs, is the bun. It really, really makes all the difference in the world. You can buy the expensive hot dogs, buns. These are the $1.89 for 8. And to be honest with you, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. Of course, if you have a family member that works for Sunbeam or Merida and you want to support them, by all means, buy theirs. We have butter and a little olive oil, because anytime you can dilute your butter with olive oil, it cuts down on your fat. And since we don't have a shaker, we're going to do that, so it's all going to be mixed up together. Okay. And we're going to put this in the broiler, or under the broiler, just until it turns a beautiful golden brown. And the other great part about this is you have the advantage and the fun of driving everybody in the building insane, because the butter and the garlic and the cheese just smell wonderful. And then when you mix it with the silly bacon and the hot dog, oh God, we're going to torture these poor people. Shouldn't have any trouble finding tasters today. May have overheated the butter a little bit, as you can tell. If you have a little consistency, it's a little easier to spread instead of spooning it on, but it'll be all right. As I said, if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. Let me see, make sure we got it spread out nice and even. There we go. Same Parmesan that we used in the pasta salad. The great thing about the Parmesan is a little of it goes a long way. Man, sometimes I amaze myself at how good I am. That was really close. Okay, spread that out a little bit. There we go. We'll stick this in the oven, like I said, on a broiler, and all we're going to do is let it brown and melt the cheese. We don't even have to let the oven come up to heat. It just, I mean, you know, it's a broiler. It's going to be hot. It'll take care of it in just a second. We're going to come back, plate it all together, and find some people to try it. You're going to love these hot dogs. Come back and join us. Welcome back to Cooking with PRTC. Today, we had bacon-wrapped hot dogs. Yolanda and Carol are going to sample them for us. We have a pasta salad, which is kind of like an anti-pasta theme. It has artichoke hearts, roasted bell peppers, olives, black olives, and Parmesan cheese with a little olive oil in it. The coleslaw, very simple, shredded cabbage, onion, salt, pepper, and light mayonnaise. Chili, just brown hamburger with chili powder and onion. Ladies, give it a try and let us know what you think about it. The hot dogs, the great thing about this, if you do it in the summer, you can do it out on a grill. Since we don't have a grill in here, we did it in a cast iron frying pan. And to me, that's just perfect. I love my cast iron frying pans.
That's good. It is.
Thank you so very much. Everybody, join us again next time, and thanks for joining us. See you later.